Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, January the 2nd, 2024, the first day of the year in terms of trading. And I hope you had an amazing last day of the year and Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve, and I hope you had some rest and had some time with your families and friends and all that. And be prepared for 2024 because I think we are starting with the same sentiment that we ended up 2023, quite in the deep and quite on the selling side. Before moving into the technical analysis, let's do a quick recap on the fundamentals. Both UK and also US got the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI, and both came way lower than expected. UK 46, we were expecting 46.4, and US 46.9 from 49, we were expecting 48. So way lower than expected, and I think this is a miss because I think people is really scared in terms of recession. Recession is the worries now is not interest rates, is not inflation, is just how much the Fed will make the economy suffer before starting to cut rates. Remember that we are pricing in a heavy, aggressive interest rate cuts path in this year. And as you can see, both 3-month and 6-month bill auction, both are going down a little bit. So interest rates are falling, inflation and prices hopefully will be falling. We'll have to wait for CPI readings this month. But I think the sentiment is still quite bearish. And as you can see here in the chart, this is the 15-minute chart. This was last day of the year, the 29th of December, and we started this consolidation in pre-market. So the only thing that I was watching is, do we hold this 15-minute fair value gap? Here we tapped. And I was really watching that area to find some possible longs if we are bullish. But this was a loss. So let me just go here. This was my first trade and first loss of the year. I got this pullback here this week with the stop at the lows after getting rid of this sell side liquidity that was coming from, let me show you, this week on the 29th, and then we got the lows on the prior. So if we held that, perhaps we could see a move into higher. So my target was this liquidity here, and you can see this is just there, and I lost the trade. I got stopped out here for, it was just 4 points, even 5 points, $100, and then I was waiting again for the same setup down here, right at next into this setup. So we got again down, a little bit of displacement, big push, and this fair value gap, I never got filled because I was waiting for that order to be filled with the stop here at this week, but it just got down. I think I would have been stopped also. So, and again, berries and berries and berries. So one trade, a loss, just $100, another missed trade, and then I saw the sell-off into the open. So big sell-off in pre-market. I was watching this retracement from here to here. So from this to this, the 50 was here. I was watching perhaps for a retracement there and see if we hold, but we continue lower and lower and lower and lower. And there comes another stop long. Nice structure down here, fair value gap, push, entry, stop. And actually, I never hit my target up here, 43, because I was we were super near to the open. So this was the last time, and I think I got stopped out on a trail stop up here. So that was, let me just have it, 32 points. That's 600 minus 100 on the other loss, so 500, 400 something, I think it was. I have closed the platform. So this was the only decent setup, but as you can see, there's no retracement. There's no bullish fair value gaps being held anywhere. And various fair value gaps are being respected and not even touched, not even tested. So super bearish today, and at the open, we just sold off and continue doing so right now. We are just retracing and taking all this liquidity. Here you see this was low resistance liquidity that we've been just grabbing and grabbing and grabbing and grabbing, and then big sell-off into the last day of the year and also the first day. We are right here. So where are we in terms of sentiment? We are bearish. How are we in terms of technicals? Well, we have still this week here, we are 1.80 on the Nasdaq, more than 1% lower than the S&Ps. Why? Because Apple, as you can see here, it's minus 3.45% in the red, because it got downgraded from $160 from 161 to 160. $1 downgrade. I think this is too much. I think this is just unbelievable, excessive sell-off due to just Apple. But everything is red. Dollar is quite in the green, super strong. Yields are 2% the 10-year, the 2-year is 1.80. The Russell is flat. So small caps are actually holding the S&Ps, as you can see. But Nasdaq is super, super, super bad looking due to Apple. So Apple is destroying the Nasdaq. We are watching also this zone, that bullish fair value gap, that also not being respected. So we are seeing more and more selling and selling and selling, and gaps being just filled. This was, I was not watching the market, but this was quite a big displacement. Look at this. This was quite a nice setup. I would have taken a trade here with the stop down here and the target up here, but never worked. So today, nothing is working. And you have to really acknowledge that. You have to really understand, how are we doing in terms of price action? Are we bearish? Are we bullish? And we are super, super bearish. Nothing is holding, nothing is being respected in terms of fair value gaps. And the setups that I usually trade and are high probability, I got stopped out in one, the other one didn't hit my target, and I got stopped out on the trail stop. At least I got something. I have 400 today in the green. So if you are in the green, just shut it down. If you are in the red, shut it down also. Today is not a good environment to just take longs. If you are short, be careful, because excessive short-term longs are already liquidated, and excessive shorts might give you a headache if the market starts to really turn around. Look at this daily. Look at this daily. We are just testing into the downside, and we have several fair value gaps in here on the daily. If we check basically the fib retracement from the last push higher, this is the fair value gap. This one that I have here, it's what I'm watching. So tomorrow, perhaps a nice dip here towards a bounce and continue higher, we don't know. But this is the daily fair value gap that I'm watching. Below the 50% retracement in discount, and after all this liquidity low resistance have been already taken. So that's my analysis for today. We are super bearish due to Apple. Small caps are more or less holding, S&P is holding a little bit, but today is just a selling fest. So if you are trying to find longs, be really careful, manage your risk, and don't ruin the start of the new year today. There will be more opportunities. Today is just Tuesday. So I think tomorrow, after tomorrow, just wait for those opportunities. Nothing in my strategy today is holding. So I will just close it and wait for tomorrow. And that's all from my side. As always, thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel because I upload videos like this one every single day for market forecast, market updates, and market recaps. I appreciate your time as always. I hope you are having a decent start of the year. Be careful if you're looking for longs, as I said. And if you are short and on profit, just take those gains and wait for tomorrow. Be really careful. This market, it's really unforgivable. So thank you for your time. Remember that discipline and risk management are the key for your success. Stay safe, everyone, and see you tomorrow.